Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 62 of the Gametime Gents podcast. It is me here, Nardi, here with Fish and Zoltowski. And we have a new look. New little look debut and trying to get things a little bit cleaner for you. Not sure how long this is going to stick. We may alter things again. I don't really know. But we do have the week 11 preview coming your way. We're going to dive into week 10, a little bit what happened last week. We have some news, some injury updates, some hot players to watch that you may want to check your waiver wires for next week. And then also some fantasy zeros and heroes as usual. And then we'll get into our starts of the week and our pick'em. So we do have some news, and boys, you guys don't know this yet, but Spotify has been blacklisting our shows or blocking our shows on Spotify. And it's because we've been using our intro and outro music from Harris Heller, who creates all this music. It's royalty free. It's free for everyone to use, but they've been blocking it. So if you hear this now, you're just hearing the raw recording. If it's on the YouTube, you're still hearing the intro and the outro. What's up, Fish?
So at this point, we get to sue Spotify for the few million that we would have made, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's why I use Apple Music.
So they started this in episode 58. We've used the same song in the beginning and end every episode since we've started. And they've started blocking it in the United States and some other countries since then. And I just realized, I just looked on Spotify because I thought this has been resolved, that every episode from 58 and on Spotify has not shown up. So I'm going to re-upload those. They will be live the same time this one's live tomorrow without the songs. So just sorry if you really like the intro song. Shout out Harris Heller. I know there was some issues with this from some other creators back in the day, but apparently they're back on their bull crap. We're still within the time. So
is it 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure how long it is.
It's nice. I got that little timer down there. I know I can start letting it fly.
Oh, yeah, you guys can see the timers now. That's good.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Yeah,
Arthur's asleep. I have to watch my mouth all day. I can, cut a little loose after he goes to bed.
Yeah, wait till Battlefield. I cut it loose there.
Battlefield's not that bad. I really enjoy Battlefield.
Calm the cucumber.
Can't wait to play COD for a day and then be upset with it and go back to Battlefield.
Yeah, I can't wait to just play by myself like I usually do. So.
Oh yeah.
We all just need to play Arc Raiders.
I thought about it.
Fish won't get it.
I thought about it because it's
Just
like
like
Tarkov Light, and Tarkov's a lot of fun, but you guys won't play that with me because
I'm
that
not
game.
going to download a game off of a Russian third-party website. I'm sorry.
It's coming to Steam eventually.
Yeah,
but you want to talk about intensity and not cool as a cucumber? Play Tarkov.
I don't want to, because after a long day of work of dealing with some BS, right? I just want to come home and just slaughter people and just have mind-numbing fun. I'm not trying to take my loot in to then die by a 12-year-old and then him teabag me and then I lose all my stuff. I think I would actually flip my desk. It's a nice desk, big desk.
I think you get head-eyed in Tarkov 3 times and you're off the scene. Just
one tapped. 3 runs in, no gear, having to do a scavvy run to get something.
Mm-hmm.
A desk is flipped, computer's broken.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna get a picture of the keyboard. You see the impact on the wall. It's on the ground in pieces. Because there's no controller support. It's mouse and key, baby.
It's even more rough for Fish. You need to learn a mouse and key.
Yeah, I'll learn mouse and key. The desk isn't big enough, but I mean, I'll learn it. I need to get a better keyboard.
Huge.
Hey, I got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, in December, about a month from now.
Yeah,
month and 7 days.
Say it.
Need a nice little keypad, nice little mouse. That's it. That's all I need. Huh?
You don't need a keypad. You just need one of these bad boys. Compact, small.
Yeah, see, that's it. That's all I need.
Maybe.
You guys hear it?
Maybe Nutter and I. Well,
yeah, $400 or $500 spending limit. That's it.
Each?
Oh, that's easy. Easy.
Oh, easy? 1,000? Was that too low? Throw a hobby box in there too, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get you that in a hobby box.
You got a wedding coming up. Oh, you gotta wait. That's where the real money's gonna be spent.
Speaking of the wedding, have you talked to Andy? Are you gonna put sports cards on the registry?
I throw the idea out there in just joking circumstance. I don't know. When she watches this in 6 months from now, I might be in a little bit of trouble.
She's behind.
She's a little behind. She's been so busy with work and everything, though. But I might just slip a hobby box on there too and just see what happens. Maybe somebody gets a Luigi Pikachu. I don't know. Let's just throw it out.
Whoa, let's calm down on the
It's your wedding too. I mean,
I'll take that's what I'm saying, right? I got three things that I want to be in charge of, right? It's the music, right? During dinner time, it's going to be nothing but Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Rat Pack kind of thing. The food, obviously going to do Italian. There's nothing else that we're going to do. I don't know what we're doing, right? If we're not doing that. A coffee bar. I need to have a coffee bar. I'm trying to get Wawa, if you're listening, trying to get Wawa to sponsor us so they just bring a buttload of soft pretzels and coffee. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. And then
start sending emails, man.
Cannolis or cheesecake. That's it for dessert. Everything else, do what you want.
You do both.
Do what you want.
Do both.
Maybe. It's in the budget.
I like it.
Cannolis and cheesecake aren't super expensive.
Well, I mean, I don't want crappy ones. And I'm not getting them from that one guy over here in Newport or whatever, Bellevue.
Dude, you were so excited about those cannolis.
Yeah,
you were
really,
so excited.
Cannoli is this big and he's charging like $8. So I'm like, I'm just okay. No,
it's got to be at least this big.
Yeah.
They make footlong cannolis?
I mean, something like that. We can find it. That's for sure. We can definitely find it.
I'm sure somebody out there makes that. But anyways, that's our tangent for the episode here. We do have some injury news and shocking news. I did not expect this. Joe Burrow may be coming back this year. He may be back by Thanksgiving, so I guess it makes sense because they're not completely out of the playoff race. I mean, the AFC North is really, really bad this year. I think the Bengals are 1-2 games behind the Steelers right now.
I think they're one. Yeah, I think everybody's within contention. I mean, it's anybody's division. Except for the Browns that lost to the Jets. I mean, you guys got demoted. The NFL should do what a lot of these pro soccer leagues are doing and relegate teams. Bottom 3 teams should get relegated to college or something, or the AFL, or go play Canadian football.
The XFL.
And it's just
they're in third place in their division right now.
This to me, I understand why they're doing it. It's because they're so close to taking first. All they have to do is squeak into the playoffs, right? Everybody's healthy. If everybody's healthy, right? Flacco's not been playing bad football. He's been playing pretty well, especially with the offense that he has. I mean, they put up multiple 30-plus point weeks. It's not the offense that's the issue. It's the defense, right? It's not good. And we talked about this, right? We kind of joked about it earlier this year, where, well, the Bengals are going to be the first team in history to put up 42 points a game, but then also, give up 47 points. We just saw that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like it's not out of the realm, right? And the Bears, I mean, they're very hot too, but it's not the offense that's the problem. So I mean, this is, to me, it's not a great move, because if they bring Joe Burrow back with the same offensive line, he doesn't have that quick release like Flacco does. Flacco's been in the league for 90 years, right? He understands, okay, that guy hit me last play. I don't want that to happen. He's got a good quick release, quick little slants. He's got incredible receivers and great running back where he can do dump passes. Burrow tries to do a little too much, tries to run out of the pocket, try to extend the play, which 90% of the quarterback should do, right? Give your team a little bit more time, a little bit more of a chance to go ahead and make something of a broken play. But at some point, he comes back, and if he gets hurt again, I mean, that's. I mean, he dodged a bullet with this one, right? I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's. I mean, just wait till week 16. Flacco's been playing fine. It's not offense is not the issue. It's the defense. You rush Joe back, you get him hurt again. It could be a longer injury, could be a career-ending, stuff like that, where you start thinking, it's not like he had a hangnail and he sat out for a week. Like, I mean, the injuries that he's had have been substantial, long injuries that, lucky enough, they got him young, where it hasn't really affected his play overall. But I mean, he's going to get to a point where, I mean, he's going to hit 30 years old and look like he's been playing for 90 years, right? He's going to be not able to move out of the pocket. I mean, I don't know. I think this is a dumb move. It could be just getting him back into practice, getting him back into the reins. I don't know if they'll start, but I don't know. With that organization, you never know. I think it's just a dumb move to rush something back. It would be a different story if you had a rookie or Jake Browning was still leaving the reins, where you guys were averaging 13 points a game when he was in, the helm. That's not the case with Joe Flacco. So I think this is the biggest thing on this board I really want to talk about. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's a huge risk for a low reward, right?
Yeah.
The difference between Flacco and Burrow is a good difference, right? But the quarterback play, you still have the same receiver, same running back, same offensive line is the problem. So it's the defense that's the issue. We've been talking about this for 2 years now. Nothing's changed there. So what? Burrow comes back, you guys put up 45 points, and you still give up 50. And then we run the risk of him getting hurt. That's the biggest thing. I'm like, let's not be stupid. Let's not rush him back. There's no need to. Yeah, you're a game out. Plenty of football in the division's ass. So
you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
so it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Like you're saying, you got to think of his longevity. Like how many injuries does he have to go through for him to say, I'm done? We saw it with Andrew Luck. I mean, Andrew Luck was a top 2 quarterback in the league, and then he just decided, I'm sick of getting injured. I'm done. So I feel like the Bengals are really treading in those waters, and if they bring him back with little to no hope at making the playoffs this year, they're getting deeper in. So it's like Fish said, if he has a career-ending injury, that is just going to add to the jokes that people make about the Bengals every year. But moving on here. Sorry, Zoltowski.
Sorry, I wanted to weigh on this too. I mean, Fish, you're completely right. I think it's a really dumb decision. I mean, this is the guy you put everything into. You paid the receivers for him. Need to pay the line for him, but time will tell. But you risk that risk is just too great. And Flacco's not. You're right. Flacco's not playing bad. I mean, I think they were losing to the Bears pretty badly. They mounted a comeback, and the defense sold that game for them. They needed one stop, couldn't get it. 47-42. Like 89 points in a game. You never see that. And I just think rushing Burrow back is a terrible decision because Flacco's getting hit pretty hard. He was questionable, I think. Not last week because they were on a bye. He might have been questionable that week. You never know. But the week before against the Bears, I'm pretty sure it was up in the air if he was going to play or not. They were going to have to start Browning.
Yeah.
So he's old, but it's just dumb. It's stupid. Sit him. You need to work on your defense. You need to hammer it into those guys.
Draft only defensive players in O-line.
I think
they did that in the first round.
I think that coaching staff's completely different next year, too. I think Zach Taylor's out. This is his last year there.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about, who else is on the hot seat for coaches after Brian Daboll got fired. But the next couple injuries, Travis Hunter out for the year. He had knee surgery today. We're recording this on Tuesday, November 11th. So sucks for him. Rookie year cut short. Look at guys for fantasy purposes. Brian Thomas Jr., he's probably owned in most leagues. Parker Washington, that's that kid's name, is that correct? And then Jacoby Myers, who just came in there. So, yeah, look for those guys to maybe fill that role a little bit more. J.K. Dobbins, he is questionable this week, but I did see a report today he may be a candidate for IR. If he is, R.J. Harvey's your guy. He could be getting hot. He's been more and more involved in the offense the last couple of weeks. He had those 3 massive touchdowns in that game a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember who they were playing, but he's obviously next man up. Now he'll probably be in more of a committee role, but he's still going to be a good piece for you to pick up. That's a high-powered offense there. Bucky Irving is still listed as out this week. Fish and I were talking about this a little bit before the show started. I wish that they would just put the guy on IR if he's actually injured. I don't know why it's like week 5 at this point, or the 5th week in a row that he's missed. So is there any hope of him coming back, or is this like another Joe Mixon situation where they're going to just keep reevaluating?
I think he'll come back, right? And we've seen that a little bit more and more. But like you said, like Joe Mixon, right? There's just no update from him. His name hasn't been brought up in 3 months. But then you look at Jaden Daniels too, right? He got hurt. I mean, his arm was pointing in a different direction. It's not a throwing arm. But they also came out and said, oh, well, you know that the injury was pretty bad. We're not going to probably put him on IR. So I don't know if it's one of those things where probably going to evaluate each week, but they haven't really said like what Bucky's injury is. Jaden Daniels, everybody saw it. It's like, yeah, it's your left arm. It's facing a different direction. Like, yeah, we get that. But I don't know if they're leaning more and more towards, I don't know, team specifically. I don't know if they're leaning more and more towards hey, you might be out 3 or 4 weeks, but if we put you in the IR, it's automatically 4 weeks, right? If they keep him questionable throughout the week and then go, you know what, just keep him out, then they don't have to levy that, 4-week buffer. But I don't know. It's fantasy implications wise. A lot of people drafted Bucky early. He had a great season last year. And now you're like, okay, cool. He's questionable. We've hit, the few bye-week hells. We're starting to kind of playoff pushes are current. Hey, these are some must-win games, middle of the pack. Like, okay, I need to start winning. I don't have that other flex spot because that's where Bucky should be. But now I have to start somebody else, that Parker Washington or somebody like that who could get you points, but he's not going to get you the 15, 16 that Bucky would, right? And we know that difference there could make or break your season. So I don't know what the Bucs are doing. Rachaad White has done great there. We knew that he was not really a 3-down back, but more of a pass catching kind of fill in on those, 3rd down spots where they need him, and he's excelled there. And this is an interesting tale. He'll probably be out again the next 2 weeks. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, I got to start Tyreek because his name is Tyreek, but I know he's going to get 5 points, but you can't not start him. And it's just one of those situations where it's like, he's eating up a bench spot. I could pick up that one guy, but can't drop anybody else because they also are the same caliber as that one guy. So it's just it's a sucky thing is what it boils down to. But hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's not towards the end of the season. They're like, IR. And it's like, you guys are jackasses. So, but
it's a mix between his shoulder and foot. I guess his shoulder or his foot injury was first, and now it's the shoulder that's holding him back right now, is what Todd Bowles indicated. So
it'll be his knees and his toes. Let's do the whole song at this point. God damn.
Oh man. Yeah, Jaden needs to go on the IR. The Commanders are 3-7 right now, and the NFC as a whole, they're not clawing their way back. Like, don't risk him. His sophomore year, let him take, his arm was just destroyed. I'm surprised there's not more damage than there was. The Bucky thing really sucks too for the Buccaneers because they're up there. They're still competing for that first seed. With the amount of injuries they've had, I don't think he'll get an IR designation ever, just in case something happens to Rachaad White and Bucky's able to at least somewhat perform. They'll play him. They might do it. They might take that risk.
Yeah, Rachaad White, he's been serviceable, but man, it sucks not seeing Bucky out there.
Like, a whole different team.
He's getting the volume, and he's gotten less of the volume the past couple of weeks because Sean Tucker's been getting in there and playing a little bit. But yeah, Bucky needs to get in there, and he needs to get healthy and get in there again. But a couple players I wanted to bring up. This is just something I wanted to talk about. A couple guys that are heating up. RJ Harvey, we just talked about him. He could be a guy that you either want to see if he's available on your waivers. Now, he is rostered in most leagues on Sleeper. But another guy I wanted to talk about mainly is Alec Pierce. So Alec Pierce has been a absolute baller these last couple weeks. He has 19.5 and 20.4 fantasy points against Pittsburgh and Atlanta. He's been on the field over 80% of snaps in 5 of the last 5 weeks. He's the bona fide number 2 receiver there behind Michael Pittman. He is someone that you want to look for. He is rostered in 86% of sleeper leagues. He's only started in 32% of those leagues, which makes me think, the Colts are on a bye this week. Maybe someone will drop him to pick someone else up to fill that spot. But keep an eye on your waivers this week. See if someone drops Alec Pierce. I don't think anyone would, but if he's out there, you need to pick him up because he's becoming a very, very reliable target for Daniel Jones. And he needs to be started in most leagues. I mean, in 4 of the last 5 weeks, he has almost 15 fantasy points or over. So he's a great wide receiver too, going forward. Do you guys have any other people that are kind of heating up right now that you want to talk about, or you good to move on with the early coaching carousel that's happening?
No, you covered the 2.
Yep.
The important ones.
So Daboll was fired. He's been fired, and now we need to talk about who the Giants are going to pick up next year for their coach. A lot of rumors swelling around Antonio Pierce. He had a very long, storied career there as a linebacker for the Giants. I believe he wanted to coach there when he made his head coaching debut when he was coaching the Raiders. So I think that's probably where they're going to go. They may go with another defensive guy. Robert Saleh has been a name that's been rumored a lot. Why not just coach the other New York team, I guess? But there's all these offensive coordinators that are always getting rumored. But today I wanted, other coaches are on the chopping block too. Kevin Stefanski's name, one of those. I've seen Matt LaFleur's name, which I think is crazy. It's been they're shouted out there a couple times. But who's the guy that ran out of the back of the end zone? Detroit.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky said today that if the Browns fire...
Are we clear? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, if the Browns fire Kevin Stefanski, he says that Stefanski should be the next man in New York. So I don't know about any of that, but I mean, it would seem kind of silly to hire a guy that just got fired for having one of the worst offensives that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's been bad over there in Cleveland for you. On the Daboll thing, I put it down there at the bottom if you didn't see it. I think, and obviously injuries are a big thing. They lost Scadabo, they lost Neighbors. Jackson Dart, I think if he doesn't go down in that game, they win. Does he still get fired if they win that game?
I don't think he does. I didn't see you put that there, but
yeah,
I don't.
I think the big thing is continuing to put Russ back in the game. He can't. He's not the guy. He's not the backup. Cut his ass. Get him out of there. I don't know how much. They probably can't because they probably paid him too much.
Yeah,
they had a better chance with Jameis. I think it's just a difference there. So next week, if Jackson doesn't clear concussion protocol, we'll probably see Russ back out there leading the team and throwing 4 interceptions.
Ugh.
But to talk about chopping block, so not head coach, but OC, I'll talk about my team. I'll talk about John Morton. So I don't know if you guys watched that game, the Lions Commanders. Dan Campbell was calling the plays. Yep. He had the readers on, the play sheet. I mean, and yeah, the Commanders, they're having a rough season. Defense isn't the best. That offense was humming, man. I mean, the ball was getting spread out. J-Mo popped off, called that one. Great start of the week, just saying.
Yep, you did.
Gibbs had a fantastic game. Monty got over 10 points. Amon-Ra had his points. Laporta didn't do too shabby. I mean, what he was doing was working. And because the one thing that I read was Morton had come out and blamed the offensive line. And Campbell is very protective of his players. Mm-hmm. He always has been. So a lot of guys are talking about a quiet firing where he didn't make a big deal out of it. I think he might be out.
No,
and I don't know.
That's a great point. I mean, Dan Campbell was out there looking like Smart Hulk calling those plays. I mean, he had like you said, the readers on. He was dialing it up. But yeah, I didn't even think about Morton getting fired. I mean, that could possibly be something that people look into. And then who knows who will be the successor there? Probably someone else they hire from within, like they kind of did this year. But
they might reach out. I don't know, because they went from within and it didn't work out, so they might try and go external.
Yeah. Fish, you want to talk about any offensive coordinators that might get fired?
Yeah.
Got some choice language to use. We're past the time.
No, I'm gonna keep it tame. I mean, Petula, Kevin Petula, that guy's got to go, man. I don't know, what are we doing? I mean, we won, but it's the offense in that team is way too good to constantly run. It reminds me of Larry Cox from West, right? It's 3rd and 52. Let's go ahead and run it up the middle. Like, don't be a dumbass, right? Everybody can read it. It's the same play over and over, right? And Barkley can only do so much, right? And we talk about it. The two biggest things, right, is your offensive line making sure that they're healthy and they know their marks, but then also making sure the defense doesn't know the exact play that's happening, right? So they don't have a chance to load the box or go, hey, linebackers, they're running it right. Let's go ahead and stack the box on the right side. Barkley, and we talked about this earlier, right? He runs, and then the offensive line has also been, not as healthy as they once were. We're missing, Cam Jurgens is out. Obviously, Jason Kelsey was a huge presence there, right? Lane Johnson's had his injuries. Dickerson's had his injuries, so on and so forth. But a lot of the time when Barkley runs, he gets hit in the backfield. Doesn't matter who you are, you get hit. That's momentum stoppage. They have to restart it. Doesn't really work that way. It also doesn't help when we constantly go, hey, it's 1st and 10. What are we going to do? Let's run it. Well, let's run the exact same play that we ran the last 8 weeks. It doesn't make any sense. So, Kevin Petula, if hopefully you're watching, go away. That's it. Just go away, right? I miss Kellen Moore. I mean, Kellen Moore, he might come back because that Saints offense is awful. But, I mean, they picked up a dub Tyler Show might be the deal. But
Tyler Show's looking good.
Yeah, played well. So I don't know. Again, you can throw every wrench in the book. It's new offense, a 15th coordinator for Hurts, or whatever it may be. Everybody tries their own little stint, but it's not working there. It's way too high power of an offense to only put up 7 points. Green Bay's defense is good, but how are we not feeding AJ and a few other? I don't know. It's a lot of scripted, a lot of easy reads. Even if I pick it up, it's a problem. If I can pick up I gotta run it left, that's a problem because I can't read a play. So it's an issue.
Can't read a defense or read an offense to save his life.
Nope,
it's not good.
I can read that though. If I play me against Kevin Petula, I'm putting 80 up. So it's bad.
I just got one more comment on another coach too, because you mentioned it, the LaFleur thing. I've seen a lot of Packers fans calling for his head. Jordan Love's been very inconsistent this year too. I don't think that's all him.
Yeah,
I don't think it's all Love either.
No, Jordan Love has 2 reliable pass catchers right now.
Yeah.
Did you see the deep ball to Christian Watson?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch the game last night.
It hit him. He turned into a defender for some unknown reason, and it hit him in the top of the head.
Jesus.
He jumped up to bat the ball away, and it hit him in the top of the head. He should have just caught it. Even somebody posted on the Twitter, and did I say the Twitter? Like I'm a 47-year-old. Anyways, somebody posted on Twitter, and they said Christian Watson should have caught this ball, and he retweeted and said, "Yeah, I should have." At least he's self-aware.
Yeah, props to him for owning up to that. Yeah, the Packers are just a very weird team this year as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he needs to get fired. Something needs to be done. There needs to either be all right, hey, this is your number one guy. Someone just needs to come out and say it. They need to make a decision and stick with it for more than a week.
Yeah. No, but to Love's defense, Tucker Kraft's gone for the year. Jaden Higgins, not Jaden Higgins, Jaden Reed hasn't played this entire season. Romeo Doubs went out last night. Who's the other receiver? Matthew Golden didn't even play. So that's
Wicks is there.
4 of his top guys are just not on the field.
Maybe that's why they drafted so many or have so many receivers, because they just keep getting hurt.
It could be, yeah. But
paper skin and glass bones.
It sucks for the Packers. I mean, they've had a rough couple weeks stringing it together.
I'm okay with it.
Of course you are.
Lions are the first place of the NFC North, but like, don't think you should fire your head coach when you're in second.
No, I don't think so either. It's absolutely outlandish. But Fish, you had a couple things, correct?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and speed through this. So Zaire Alexander, we got him from the Ravens. He didn't play at all for the Ravens. He had a bunch of press conference stuff. He was very excited to play. He felt the brotherhood with the locker room and such. Has come out today and said that he is stepping away from football for a mental break. Yada yada yada. It's great, but Howie, if you're watching, probably want to sue the Ravens or something, because I feel like that's a rare swindle on us, and I don't stand for it. So hopefully he's better, all jokes aside. But I mean, it's one of those things where if you knew you didn't want to play, just say you didn't want to play. Just let's not go through the whole clear the health stuff and then practice and then go, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. Because if I did that at work, I'd be like, hey, I'm not feeling it today. You'd be like, okay, cool, you're gone. All right, sick. So it's frustrating. I know we picked up the other corner too, which the corners look great. We've been playing around with Fangio. I trust Fangio. We've done, Dijon Mustard has played a little bit more cornerback too, which he looked pretty good too. I mean, Quintana Bay's been fantastic as the number one, but adding that depth, we know that an injury is just one play away. So adding that depth of, Jair Alexander, who was a stud, is kind of getting on the older realm, but then can teach the young guys some great things, right? Kind of fill in, kind of like what Brandon Graham's doing. You get that command back in, you get that lead. Yeah. Nice little veteran presence on the cornerback side too. So that's a little unfortunate. Two other things. Jerry Jones is a sneaky little rat. I tell you what. He has put. I hadn't heard of this before, but obviously it's not surprising. Jerry Jones has come out. They've put out a poison clause on the Micah Parsons trade. Parsons wants to be an Eagle so damn bad. It's ridiculous. It is. Oh, it's embarrassing. It really is. But he says that there's a poison clause within that trade to the Packers that if any point in the next 2 years, 2 or 3 years, I think 2027, 2028, if Micah is traded to the Eagles, which 100% doable, 1,000%, that I can't remember the implications. I just read it and I thought it was funny to say, but that there will be some type of repercussions against the Packers. I think it's I think a second round turns into a first round or something like that. So just one of those things where Jerry just can't keep us out of his mouth, which I greatly appreciate. So he's having trouble sleeping at night on his 1,000 linen cloth sheets, but that is just a funny little thing which I saw, but haven't heard of that before. But then the last thing, I want to switch gears here, kind of go to the basketball realm. I know it was a big deal when Luka got traded. Everybody wanted somebody's head on a stick. Nico Harrison, the GM for the Mavs, I know a lot of people were like, we just traded the best talent that we've had in the last 20 years kind of thing. Traded the Lakers essentially for cat shit and something like a napkin or something essentially.
Anthony Davis.
Oh yeah, really not injury prone Anthony Davis. So I mean, that just shaved the unibrow. That's not doing it for you, dog. But the Mavs are expected to fire Nico Harrison.
He's gone.
Is it gone officially?
Yeah, he's gone.
Perfect.
He updated his
his resume,
social media profile to unemployed.
He updated the bio.
That's good. It's just crazy that it took this long. I mean, you start looking at a lot of things, right? A lot of people, the trades go through and you're like, man, that was just not a smart trade, right? The Micah Parsons thing, not a great trade, whatever it may be. But these are looking at these guys where you trade the face of your dynasty, a guy that you drafted so high and has performed, but yet you want to say might be defense, might be, out of shape kind of thing. he looks pretty in shape in the Lakers. I mean, when you still drop in 30 plus points, setting records for triple doubles and stuff like that, and you're like, damn, who do we get for him in return? I can't even remember. It's not a good look. You feel like it should just been like an automatic fire. Give it to the end of the season, out. Surprised it lasted a year, essentially. So,
I agree completely with most of what you just said. I cannot get behind you saying the only talent that they've had in 20 years. How dare you say that about Dirk Nowitzki?
No, outside of Dirk, yeah. I mean, but who else? I was going to say, name anybody else? There's Dirk and Luka. So
Kyrie's there.
So
was it just 20 years ago? Was he not there longer ago?
Dirk just retired like right when Luka came in the league. They played together at least a season, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies.
I'm surprised that they're not telling the governor. No, they're not owners. They're governors in the NBA. Found this out. So I saw it on the article. I was really confused. For him to sell the team because he's the final say. So he greenlit that trade. Oof. So he had a hand in that too. He could have been like, "Whoa, let's slow down here, buddy."
Yeah,
this isn't happening.
It's a bad deal. Bad stint there.
They drafted that kid out of I think Duke, Cooper Flag.
Yeah, he's been decent this year.
I don't know.
He's not.
I saw
Luka.
I get the occasional TikTok highlights of the Pistons, and I saw that they came back and won the other night. So I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah,
go Pistons. Cade Cunningham looks good.
He does look good. Yeah. The very last piece of news I had before we go to our zeros and heroes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the MVP race since we're about a little over halfway through. I'm looking at FanDuel right now. FanDuel has Drake May as the favorite, followed by Matthew Stafford, Jonathan Taylor, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold. So
Sam Darnold should not be up there.
Who do you guys think is going to win it?
It should be Jonathan Taylor. It should be Jonathan Taylor.
But it'll be a quarterback.
It'll be a quarterback.
Yeah, I would love for it to not be a quarterback.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's been too many years. I think AP was the last one that won like the non-quarterback MVP.
He just got arrested.
Give it a quick go. Yep, 2012. It's been 13 years.
It's been we're due. Jonathan Taylor's putting on a wild performance. Yeah. I mean, he's the number one for me right now. Drake May though can't really dog anything that kid's doing. And then I think Daniel Jones is much more for comeback player of the year.
Yeah,
he didn't really like come back from injury, but he came back from ass teams. So good on Daniel Jones, but
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
but Matt Stafford's also been just on a tear this year too. Though.
His last
and I would like
weeks
I would like to see him win it. Just because watching him in Detroit, but
yeah,
I think as of right now, if you do it now, it's JT all the way, 100%.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's got to be JT. He'll at least win Offensive Player of the Year if he doesn't get
yeah,
MVP.
He's minus 320 to win it. So,
oh yeah, he is. I just saw that. Yeah. But next thing we can do, we can go through our zeros. Get some little negativity out before we get into our heroes. I didn't add anyone to this list. I really like to hear Fish go through his list, but so why don't you start there, buddy?
Yeah, no problem. Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the guy you just talked about, Sam Darnold. The guy's a waste of space. Let me tell you. The team put up 44 points, and he had 4.92 points. So I know the defense had 2 touchdowns. Dexter Lawrence, shout out to him, and ex-Cowboy, LOL, loser. But again, another Jerry Jones thing, but that's just besides the fact. But it's such a disappointing. I actually lost in fantasy because of him. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, he had the deep bomb to JSN off the rip. It looked great, and then just kind of puttered through the rest of it. A couple fumbles, interception, and just didn't really get anything going. Again, the defense is incredible. John Downs, for such a high-powered offense, I know mostly strung behind, Michael Pittman, JT.
Oh, Josh Downs?
That too. Who did I say, John? I meant his brother, Josh. Let me talk about Josh real quick, though. Just an underperforming week, especially the guy that they drafted kind of coming in thinking that he was going to be that speedster number 2 guy. It looks like Alec Pierce has just kind of taken the reins on that, and it's just been a lethal threat down the field. So Josh or John, if you have either of them, I'd probably go ahead and keep them on your bench, to be honest. Um, I had Wilson here for 0 points. Not sure which Wilson. It's a question. It is Garrett. Very good, very good. Garrett Wilson. He came in questionable this week to start, but again, you figured you got to force feed somebody. If it's not going to be Bryce or Brees Hall, it's going to be Wilson. He laid a fat goose egg. I think he went 0 for 3 on reception, and then eventually just went out of the game. Now he's supposed to be out for the next week or two. Unfortunately, it might hit the IR too, so that's at least another 4. So, Cortland Sutton, we see this name all the time. It's just a Denver thing. It's a Denver thing at this point. If you don't have a running back, that just don't play anybody else. Surprisingly, Aaron Rodgers is on this list as well. Just couldn't get the chemistry down. I saw that deep bomb that he had to DK. DK just couldn't find the accuracy with him. So unfortunately, they took the L on that one as well. Young, talk about a young quarterback, Bryce Young. Might be time to move on. This guy might be time. Dowdle got his play. He got his touchdown, which is great. But that offense does not look good. But we've seen flashes in the pans last year where he dropped 30-plus fantasy points, and then it's anywhere from 4 to 17. So the offense is still young. They got a halfway decent defense. They play hot at home. It might be time to kind of move off that experiment. I think a lot of these teams should move off their quarterbacks a little sooner so they don't have the Zach Wilson thing. Let's play with him for 4 years and then go, well, all of our guys are aged now. Great, now to restart. So, A.J. Brown, Kevin Petula. That's it. Kevin Petula. And then Barner, tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. Again, they dropped 44 points. When he took over the reins while Arroyo was out on injury, played phenomenally well and started carving in that role percentage-wise for snap shares and everything. And then the last few weeks, now that Arroyo's back, he has diminished in fantasy-wise. Snap shares have kind of gone back down to the 30s, 40s, and it's just really not a huge fantasy implication. I know JSN's there. They got Charbonnet. They got all these other threats. But again, we talk about your safety valves. It's not going to be a running back. It's going to be your tight end. And they're just not utilizing Barner with his stature and athleticism. So it's kind of disappointing to see. But that's all from my list. It's a short list. I can go on about another 15,000 players here. But Zoltowski, you had one that we haven't seen yet.
Darnell Mooney, 1 for 8. Catch the damn ball, man. Catch the damn ball. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he had a rough day over there overseas in Germany.
Yeah.
I forgot I do have some fantasy zeros. The entire Cleveland Browns special teams unit. Just what are we doing? Bubba Ventrone, please figure it out. That is embarrassing. So, but we'll get on to our happier sides here. We'll get on to our fantasy heroes. And then let me get these situated. Who wants to go first?
I take the reins here. Let's just go ahead and it's quick. It's a quick one, right? It's quick.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at that graphic.
Nice graphic.
Oh, shoot. Leak.
No.
Wrong one.
Leak.
Great. Spoiled
Leak.
it. All right. Cancel it. So if you guys can't see too well, I'm going to go ahead and name a running back. Travion Henderson. We've all had this time where Ramondre finally got hurt, over fumbled, whatever it may be. He sat out for the week.
It's hurt.
And we're like, okay, great. Here we go. Another, 10 touches for Travion. He had 14, but the hell's so funny? The hell's so funny? Huh?
I don't know if they keep playing Ramondre, man. Just stop it.
Ramondre is so bad. So here's the thing, right? Travion finally gets the keys to the house. We've seen it happen once or twice this year already, and he's performed fairly well, right? Good, but nothing to really warrant, wow, this guy should be my starter because this is where we drafted him. He was projected 12 points, which is, again, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. any step up running back that's kind of filling in for the main guy is probably going to get projected anywhere from 8 to 12, right? It's just been an average that we've seen across the board for ESPN and Sleeper. He's projected 12, modesty, cool, great, high powered offense. That offense is hot. Drake May is in the MVP candidacy. Patriots might honestly have another dynasty going. So bosom congrats, and sorry you had to wait a year. Sucks, bro. But, whatever. Travion had 2 long bombs. It almost looked like Saquon from last year, but they run more than 2 different run plays. So he finished with 28 fantasy points, which is great. So 16 up from what his projection was. 14 carries for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then added a small 1 reception for 3 yards, I believe. This is something that everyone had drafted and had been waiting for, right? We saw him in the preseason. The first kick return he got, he broke it off for 100 yards, something for a touchdown. We're like, this guy seems special. Unfortunately, I think they found their speedster 3 down back, and then they're like, yeah, Ramondre, here's another 17 years for 100 million. So it's just, this is the time I think, and I feel more comfortable playing him week in, week out, even when Ramondre is back in the lineup, for these reasons, right? We saw that the boom factor is there. He's got enough speed. I think his first breakaway touchdown, where it was either the 50 or 70 yarder, he topped out at 22 miles an hour. Was blowing people by. It was just insane how quick he was. With that much speed and that much strength that he has, and his ability to find the hole, unlike Trent Richardson, it's the candidacy to kind of push him into the starting role, right? I think everybody kind of understands in the Patriots organization saying, whoa, we do have someone special here. I think it's time to kind of unleash that beast, and you'll start to see more of a carving into Ramondre's thing. But on the counterpart to that, it wouldn't be surprising to see the Patriots go, hey, you did well this week. Congrats. Ramondre, you get 15 touches next week. Some dumb shit like that. So just something. I took a gamble on him. I was kind of hoping for this game, right? We've seen a lot of good longer runs. We never really had that 2 boom factor. And this week was a 2 boom factor. I'm glad that he finally got his touches. He finally got his carries in a good offense that's very, very hot right now. This is my fantasy hero just for the implication that I think that this should go on for the rest of the season. We saw it last year with Bucky when he finally got the keys, when Rachaad White was out, and then all of a sudden they started giving him 20 touches a game. They started averaging 80 yards a game and a touchdown. This might be another implication where, okay, yeah, he could run the rock. He's also a good pass catcher as well. So I'm just saying, I'm kind of seeing it, kind of forecasting another Bucky Irby situation. At least hopefully. So my fantasy hero for my week, got to be Travion Henderson. There's no question about it.
Yeah, it's great. And he, when he was running that very last touchdown in, that was so funny. Did you guys see what he did?
Yeah.
He looked over to Vrabes on the sideline. He was like, should I score this? Like he asked permission. It was very funny. But, you say he reminds you of Bucky. His whole situation reminds me of Nick Chubb's rookie year. So Carlos Hyde was, the guy they brought in to be the guy. And then Nick Chubb had like 3 carries for 150 yards. It was something crazy like that. And then all of a sudden, Carlos Hyde out the door. Nick Chubb, you're in. And then he had a storied career in Cleveland. But yeah, I think Travion's the real deal, man. And he's got rubber ACLs. I don't know if you saw that, but his leg was bending backwards for like quite the far ways. And he came in immediately after and just kept on balling out. So it's a great hero. He was one of my heroes this week as well, but I knew that.
Real glad he was on my bench this week.
Yeah, that's
real
rough.
happy about it.
That's rough.
Yeah, no faith.
I still won in both the leagues, so it's fine. We're not as upset.
But Zoltowski, you want to go next here, buddy?
Yeah, I'll take mine. So I'm going with a QB this week. He's already up there. Yeah, it's Matt Stafford. I still love this guy even though he plays in Los Angeles. I mean, but he's just been on a tear. There was questions if he was going to play, how much he was going to play this year. He's doing with all the back stuff, the beginning of the year in the preseason, off season, big question marks. I think this is the last year, and he's trying to go out with a bang. He's trying to do everything he can. He was projected 20.59 points, ended up with 34.9, went 24 for 36, 280 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and then had 3 carries for -3 yards. So, not very mobile. But all 4 of his TDs were to a different receiver. And he also had 8 different people catch a pass. 8.
Jeez.
So he is passing the ball around. He is finding the guy that's open. I mean, he's playing like a man possessed. He's also been in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
And last time, we watched the Rams in San Francisco play, I think San Francisco ended up pulling out the victory in overtime or like at the end of the game. It was like kind of early on, so I can't really remember. This was a revenge game for sure if I've ever seen one. And I know San Francisco's hurt, but still, these games are always competitive between the 2 California teams. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch him, even though I needed Devontae to not score as many points as he did. But that's my hero. He helped win me my league with those 4 touchdowns and all those yards. And he looked good doing it.
Dude, he's got 13 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks. Or the past 3 games he's played. Incredible. But you're right. They did lose to the 49ers earlier in the year. And then it's great that he was able to bring them back. They're tied with the Seahawks now, first in the division. So,
yeah, and they play this week, I believe.
It'll be a tough game. Yeah,
he's
Seahawks are 2-1 in the division, and then the Rams are 1-1. So this is a big game.
Yeah, and he's Stafford's 4th in passing yards with 2,400, 1st in touchdowns with 25, only 2 interceptions, and a QBR of 69.2. So he's balling out there.
He's a great option.
Glad they already had their bye week.
Yeah.
I think. Pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yes, they did. It was
week
within
8.
that last 4 weeks. But my hero this week, I'm also going to go with the running back, and I'm going to go with Devon Achane. So, Devon Achane, if you have watched the Dolphins at any time over this year, he's been the only bright spot, it seems like, that there's been. He was projected 20.32 points. He doubled that essentially at 40.50. He had 89% of snaps, 22 carries, 174 rush yards. He had 6 targets with 6 receptions, 51 yards, and 2 total touchdowns. No matter what the Dolphins are going to go through, losing Tyreek, Tua being Tua, Devon Achane's always going to be that solid guy for you. He's the 3rd ranked running back in PPR formats right now, and he's heavily used. And it seems like he's been holding up this year, knock on wood. I know there's been some injury scares earlier in his career, but man, he's just such a versatile guy that's always being, used in both the running and the passing game, and he's such a safety blanket for Tua. So that's why he was my hero this week. I actually had him and Jonathan Taylor in a league, and thankfully I obviously won that week, but I needed every single one of those points that those 2 guys scored, so decided to make Devon Achane my start, or my fantasy hero this week. So
yeah, big upset there. Did not see that coming. I literally saw that how they won, and I said, what the hell happened to Buffalo? I mean, we all 3 of us thought that this was an easy win for the Bills. It's the first time that Miami's beat them since 2022. Trap game.
It was a trap game.
You are right.
But we can go into the heroes, the starts of the week for week 11 coming up here. And we all have receivers. So Tasky, you rarely start us off. Why don't you start us off this week, buddy?
All right. I'll lead us off. This one's pretty easy. It's not that much of a layup because it's boom or bust. It's DK Metcalf. I mean, he's been pretty quiet the past 2 weeks. He's playing the Bengals. Fish, you just talked about how Aaron Rodgers struggled last week. I think this is the get-right game where DK kind of comes back out and just has a huge game here. That's pretty cut and dry for me, honestly. That's really all I got to say.
Yeah, no, I like it. Like you said, he's had 2 really poor weeks the last 2 weeks. They do play the Bengals. When they played the Bengals last time, he had 5 targets. Hopefully we see a little bit more uptick on that one. I know Pat Freiermuth had the crazy game that week. Maybe this week it'll be DK,
and it's in Pittsburgh too, so
yeah,
that I think always plays a factor, home versus road.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then Fishy Boy, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. It's Jaden Higgins. I think for the Texans, he was drafted this past year, right? And we kind of with that offense with Nico and they got Kirk, right?
Christian Kirk.
Is it Kirk? Yeah, picked up Christian Kirk. We're like, okay, well, Jaden Higgins, he might not see the field that much, right? With how weird that offense is, and Stroud likes to kind of pass everything around to the rest of the team. They had a good running game. Jaden's kind of emerged as the number 2 target for the Texans. Nico's obviously going to carry most of the CB1 and kind of safety help over there, just his big physicality, route running capabilities too. Jaden's going to be a sneaky play for me. We talked about sneaky plays last week, almost had a theme for it. I think Jaden Higgins is going to be one of my sneaky plays this week and possibly going forward in that flex spot. I'm not going to say he's going to be the wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, but as bye weeks approach, as people, injuries happen more and more, this is where a lot of fantasy managers kind of look at their bench and look at their team and assess, I need a boom or bust kind of guy, right? I'm down by 10 right now. I need someone that's going to be able to possibly get me 15. I got 3 injuries, and this is all the implications of where we drafted these guys. And a lot of people didn't really draft Higgins that high up just because we knew that offense, he really wasn't going to play much this year, right? We're kind of hoping on, not hoping, but we're kind of banking on an injury or someone, Kirk doesn't really pan out and they get rid of him eventually. Then he would slide in next year. It seems like he's kind of emerged as that number 2. This past week, he went 5 for 7 for 42 yards, which is pretty modest, right? I get it. But he did score a touchdown. They have come out and said that he is going to be the number 2. With that offense that really just can't seem to find anything to get going, whether it's passing or running. I mean, they got Woods back there who's done incredibly well right now. But again, can't rely on one person. Nico, again, is going to take most of the coverage there. It's got to be Jaden for me. Jaden's going to have the easiest capabilities to get open. They are playing Tennessee, and Tennessee, next to the Browns, might be the worst team in the world. That team offensively and defensively has struggled throughout the season. They just haven't ever really found what direction they want to go in. And this is a perfect opportunity because they're probably going to blanket Nico. There's a perfect opportunity for Jaden to kind of sneak in there and pop off for another 7 targets. Maybe a touchdown, but probably about 60 yards at least. That'll get you enough points to kind of keep you relevant for this week's matchup, especially if you're going against someone who took a shot on a Jordan Mason or an RJ Harvey if JK's playing, where they could get 15, they could also get 3. So it's my little sneaky start for this week. I like Jaden Higgins on this one.
No, I like it a lot. I mean, he has really emerged himself. He had 57% of snaps. His snap percentage has gone up a lot since week 5, and he's been utilized a lot more since the bye week. So I think that's a great pick. And like you said, Tennessee is just abysmal. So, looking at my start of the week, now this is a more of a confidence thing for folks. So we all know, if you're a manager of this guy, Marvin Harrison Jr., he is one of the most frustrating players to manage in fantasy football. He has all the intangibles. He's a big physical body. He's got the speed. He does have the catching sometimes. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But over the first course of the year, he was not hitting his projections. He was actually failing in a lot of areas. So he hit probably he hit about 4 of the first 7 weeks, which is rough, especially with how high he's been drafted. But these last 2 weeks with Jacoby Brissett, he's surpassed those projections. The last 2 weeks, he's had a touchdown in each of the weeks, and he's the clear number one receiving option there, following Trey McBride as the number one option overall. They actually tied in targets the last 2 weeks as well, so it's kind of been more split 50-50. This week, the Cardinals host the San Francisco 49ers, and normally that would bring me cause to say start anyone on that team, but honestly, the 49ers are not the 49ers of old. They have a lot of injuries with Bosa being out, Fred Warner, and some other important pieces on that defense. The 49ers this year are ranked 26th against the pass, so definitely not the 49ers of old. The 49ers have a higher powered offense, and this game is a 49.5 point over-under as of Tuesday. So I think that you could see a lot of opportunity for Marvin Harrison going in this week. Like I said, more of a confidence play. This might be a little bit of a layup, but I'm specifically talking to the folks who have not started him. Put him in your lineup this week. You're gonna see some good stuff out of Marvin Harrison Jr. So that's my start of the week. And then if you guys don't have anything, we can get on to our pick'em.
I mean, I like it. That's all I got to say about it. He was targeted 12 times last week.
Yeah.
Only I caught 3 of them, but I don't know. I turned that game off after the second defensive touchdown when it was 38-0 at halftime.
Yeah, I think Tyreek Woolen had a lot to play into that. He's a very good corner there, very big corner too. Kind of reminds me of Richard Sherman a little bit, but we can get into our pick'ems here. Oh, sorry, leaked the research. So we have 6 games. Or I'm sorry, 6 1:00 games, I believe. No, it's way more than that. I'm crazy. Not 8 1:00 games. We have a Thursday night game, and then there's another game overseas this week at 9:30. It's in Spain, which is, I believe, the first time the NFL's ever played in Spain. I'm not totally sure on that, but we'll start at the very top here. So we have New York Jets, who are hot right now, going into New England. New England is 12.5 point favorites on Thursday night. I do believe that this is probably where the Jets' hot streak ends. And
yeah,
I'm going New England here. They're just too high powered. We're all going New England.
Yep, give me the Pats.
Jets are hot for some dumb reason. Not going to get the first overall pick, but the Patriots are hotter. So
I just think it's harder to be worse than the Titans.
And the Browns. The next game we have, that's the first game on Sunday. They're in Spain. It's the Washington Commanders going in, or I guess Miami's the host. So you have Miami minus 2.5 as the favorites. I like that a lot. I'm going with Miami this week. Washington just has way too many injuries. I think Terry McLaurin is also injured still. So
told you, don't sign the fat contract. Don't do it.
Yep. And then that D tackle, Durant Payne, is also suspended, I believe, for punching Amon-Ra in the face.
Yeah,
when he has his helmet on. So, yeah, give me Miami. Easy.
And then next game, the first game of the 1:00 slate, we have Carolina going into Atlanta. Atlanta 3.5 point favorites. I could see this being a trap game for Atlanta, but honestly, with how the Carolina Panthers played last week, I am going to stick with the Falcons this week.
I'll take the same. I think Dowdle will get his, but that offense is going to need more than just Dowdle. And
yeah,
it's clearly shown that the Falcons could also still use Algier and vulture any touchdowns for Bijan. So
yeah, probably going to be a rushing attack for both sides here.
Yeah,
I would assume so. Yeah.
Now this game I'm excited about. Tampa Bay going into Buffalo. This is probably the game I'll listen to going up to Cleveland because I'm going to this game this week. Buffalo 5.5 point favorites. And I don't know where I lean this game. I mean, Bucky Irving, if he was in, I'd definitely be going Tampa, but I think the Bills have been embarrassed this last week, and I think they're going to take it out on the Buccaneers, and I'm going to go ahead and pick the Bills.
Throw me on that one too.
Yep, give me the Bills. I think you're right.
Next matchup, we have Houston going into Tennessee. Houston 6.5 point favorites. This is a no-brainer. Give me Houston. I don't care if it's Davy Mills
Yep.
Yeah, Woods has been playing really, really well too. So
Chubb averaged 9.4 yards a carry on his 5 carries too. So, I mean, they've got the start of a two-headed system back there.
Yeah. And the next game, this one will be interesting too.
I'm sorry.
It does. We have Chicago going into Minnesota. Minnesota is surprisingly 3.5-point favorites. I think Chicago takes this one.
I want the Bears. Bears are hot right now.
Bears are very hot right now. So Tasky, this is an interdivision for you. Where are you?
It's. I think this is a hard pick because just like last week, I thought, oh, Chicago's going to go in and beat the crap out of the Giants, and then Chicago did Chicago things and almost lost.
Sure.
And I could see them doing Chicago things again. I think I lean Minnesota on this one.
You're going to spice it up a bit?
Yeah,
I like it.
because they're at home. Aaron Jones is back. Still got Jay Jettas. It might be a shootout. I don't know. I could be dead wrong on this, but
Yeah, JJ started though.
I know.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, I don't know.
He's great. I don't think he's great.
I could just see the Bears doing Bears things.
I hope Justin Jefferson does Justin Jefferson things, but I don't think he's going to in this matchup.
JJ is the start. I mean, it's just somebody's got to get him the ball. And it's not JJ.
Throw him the ball.
I don't think
I'll
it is.
stick it with it.
Next game we have Green Bay going into New York.
I want Green Bay.
Green Bay 7.5-point favorites. I'm going Green Bay as well. Although,
there we go.
If Jackson Dart plays, this could be a little spark game for them. You know, missing Daboll.
I don't think that the Giants O-line is going to be able to contain Micah Parsons. I think this will be his game finally where we see him do what everyone's been talking about him supposedly doing all year.
Yeah.
So.
Next we have Cincinnati going into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 5.5-point favorites. I'm going Pittsburgh. Got to go Pittsburgh at home.
I will take the Bengals on this one.
Interesting.
I think Flacco plays. We're off of a bye. Everybody's relatively healthy. You got to stop DK. That guy can't run routes to save his life, so shouldn't be that hard.
I don't know.
They got guys like Cam Taylor-Britt, so.
Didn't Breece Hall throw a touchdown pass against the Bengals defense?
He did.
He's a running back, if I'm not wrong.
The guy was boxing out like he was a center in the NBA. So
Mason Taylor. Next we have Colts and Saints there on a bye week, and then the last game of the 1:00 slate. Los Angeles is going into Jacksonville. Los Angeles is 2.5-point favorites. Give me Jacksonville.
Really?
I'm going Jacksonville. Yes. There was a very funny segment Pat McAfee had on his show about the Chargers. Every single one of their offensive linemen are in the bottom 4 at their respective positions. Mekhi Becton, 37 out of 38 for right guards.
We'll take him back.
Tackle was 36 out of 36. It was
Can it be an OC?
We'll take him. Bad.
Give me the Chargers. After the way that Jacksonville fell apart last week, I'm so wishy-washy, man.
I will also take the Chargers, please.
You guys are both going Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a common trend with Vidal, right? Is it Vidal? Something like that.
Yeah, it's Vidal.
Where he pops off for 16 to 25 points and then goes 4 points. And then the following week pops off for 15 to 20. And the next week he gets 2. We're on that upward swing, boys. He should be started, and he should get 15 to 25. So
yeah,
this is the game.
Travis Hunter out for the year. Brian Thomas BTJ might not play. He's still dealing with that ankle sprain. Didn't play last week. Who knows? Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do, but I think Josh Allen's Hines, the athletic Josh Allen, is going to Well, I guess they're both athletic, but I think he's going to come in
Chargers.
there and do something.
Who's throwing the ball for Jacksonville?
Trevor Lawrence, baby.
The goofy guy with the long hair.
He's too busy doing his hair. No. Chargers got a good defense. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
He struggled against Houston's a good defense.
Next, we have the 4 o'clock game. So the first 4 o'clock game, Seattle's going into LA to battle the Rams. The Rams are 3.5 point favorites. This one is interesting. I will say, but I have to go with the Rams. They're just too hot right now. Stafford is playing out of his mind.
I want to take the Rams.
I think that they're going to neutralize them a little bit here.
Give me the
Rams it.
Rams.
Rams it.
Should be a good game, though. Should be fun to watch.
Very good game. Should be a shootout. Maybe.
It is at 48.5 points over under, so that's pretty high. Next, we have the other NFC West matchup, San Francisco going into Arizona. San Francisco 2.5 point favorites on the road. I think Arizona takes this one.
That's surprising. It's interesting because I think Sanford takes it.
Yeah, I'll take the 49ers.
They very well could. I think this game could go either way. It's closer than you think.
Arizona is just not. Their defense is not good.
It's a different team now, with Kyler not leading them. So I would say that
Jacoby's
the implications of them winning is a lot higher than it would be with Kyler. Like we said before, I think that experiment is on the way out too.
Yeah, I agree. Next game, we have Baltimore going into Cleveland. Baltimore 8.5 point favorites. Give me Baltimore.
Nut. I was going to say, Nut, who are you going to pick between your two favorite teams?
There it is.
So you're picking your favorite. Okay, that makes sense.
No,
bleed purple, dude.
Nope.
Bleed purple.
Nope. You guys also going Baltimore, I assume?
Yeah. Yeah, give me Baltimore. That's just, they're going to do disgusting things running.
What was it, 41-13 last time or something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Next, we have Kansas City going into Denver. Kansas City 3.5 point favorites. Chiefs are too high.
Give me Kansas City.
Coming off a bye as well.
Oh yeah.
Andy Reid doesn't lose off of bye weeks.
And Rashid is. Go ahead, Fish.
I was just saying, Rashid Rice still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me Kansas City.
Yeah, Bo Nix is in his sophomore slump too. So.
All right, and here's the game I've been waiting to hear you guys weigh in. Fish is going to be modest. He's going to say, "Oh, I think the Lions are going to win." But we have the Lions going into the Link into Philly. They are Philly's 2.5 point favorites at home. Where do you guys lie?
Why don't you give us your pick first?
You want me to give you my pick first? All right.
Save the best for last. The better two for last.
I'm going Lions.
Don't bet on this game. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh, I just going to do some bets on this game.
Don't.
Hammer the Eagles then. If he's going Lions, you hammer the Eagles. We'll be up by 100 by halftime.
Yeah.
Kevin Patul will actually learn how to coach.
I'm just saying the Eagles better put up something better than what they put up last night.
That's weird.
Did we semblance of?
Did we win?
You did.
They won.
God, man.
So it's another victory for us. How did your guys' week turn out?
We lost.
Did you guys lose to the Jets?
We're the Cleveland Browns.
We punt. Shout out. Oh, what's his name on TikTok?
I don't know his name, but I love that kid.
He's hilarious.
All right, where do you guys lie? I gotta know.
It's such a tough one. Because the Lions are hot. The Eagles aren't what they are, but they're also playing at the Link. The Link is a very hard place to play.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? I trust my team.
Okay.
I'll take the Eagles in this one.
Yep, I'm right there with Fish. It's a tough one. This is a game that is going. It's either way. It's going to be a battle, but I'm going to go with my team. And I think because of the injuries you guys have on your offensive line, the D line of the Lions is going to cause some havoc back there. And I hope that Kevin Petula calls the plays like he did last week.
Dan Campbell might.
Dan Campbell, yeah.
He might line up to stop the tush push by himself. I could see that happening.
He might be in there.
He'll put on one of those old face masks with the bar down the middle and the 4 bars across. He'll be in there.
Have you guys ever seen the show Universal Basic Guys?
Uh-uh.
Okay. One, you need to watch it. It's hilarious. The main character in one of the episodes, Mark Hoagies, buys a fake Super Bowl ring and then somehow becomes coach of the Eagles and just runs the ball 4 plays in a row. And that's what it's Kevin Petula.
That's what we're doing now, and it's not working.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very excited to watch this game. I'll be in the Discord to watch it with you guys.
Yeah, I'll be probably playing Battlefield and have it up. So
Battlefield, and
I'll be
taking your frustrations out on the other team. But yeah, I think this is obviously the best game of the week here.
No, it is.
What should be who from the NFC is going to go? Well, the Rams. Forget about them.
The really great thing is you guys get to listen to Chris Collinsworth talk about this game.
Oh, God.
He's not even going to talk about the games. He's going to be talking about sucking off Patty Mahomes. This guy always talks about it no matter
I might
what.
watch it on mute. Wait,
Yeah, I'm going to put subtitles on.
Is the Manning cast on for Sunday Night Football, or is that Monday night?
It's Monday nights.
Monday night.
Fudge. Yeah. Oh, now you censor yourself.
You guys have been calling me out. I've been trying to watch it, all right?
Hour 16 in, now the guy censors himself.
I've only cussed like twice, man.
It's true. It's true. All right, let's get on to our last game. We got the Cowboys going into Vegas.
Yeah, I won't watch this one.
Play the Raiders. Fest. I probably won't be able to watch this because corporate greed, but give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I see. Yeah.
I forgot to say Cowboys 3.5-point favorites.
They're coming off a bye.
That's it?
It's surprisingly, yeah.
That's it. Is it because they're on the road? I guess they've kind of been struggling. We talk about how good their offense looks, and then they just crap the bed.
They can't find it either. They just can't find it. They need I don't know. Force feed your best players.
I will say Ashton Genty should have a game against these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Brock
maybe
Bowers
not. Quentin Williams
too.
is back, or debuting, I guess. But yeah. All right, that's our picks this week. Let us know who we got right, wrong. Tell us we're idiots in the comments. We appreciate it. You guys got anything for the people before we go?
I don't think so. Getting close to Christmas.
Getting close to Christmas, we're going to have to buy Fish some really nice gifts. So,
couple hobby boxes. We keep it as great. Love it.
Yep. 2 weeks till Thanksgiving, and then blink and it's 2026, and football will be over, and we'll be depressed again.
Yeah, it's coming.
Did you guys get any snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was awful. It was too cold. I'm sick of it. Moving to Florida.
Later.
It's a light dusting.
Dude, we got like 1.5 inches up here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of accumulation, but nothing that was like on the roads or anything.
There was this much snow on my car. I went to go get coffee.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's good coffee though.
But no, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Always say GG. Thanks for being a gent.